Disney Lucasfilm is at it again with its degradation of classic characters, this time by way of a supposedly popular character of their own design. At this point, no one should be surprised at anything they do, but that doesn't mean we should stop pointing out when they do stuff to dishonor and discredit the characters that made the Star Wars property the timeless success it was until 2014. Let's take a look and see what they've done this time. Doctor Aphra is a character you might have heard of. She is a new character introduced way back in 2015 in the Disney Darth Vader comic. The character wound up getting her own series, and there are even Black Series and Vintage Collection action figures. I don't get whatever popularity there is for this character, but that's par for the course for me and Disney Star Wars. She seems to be yet another Mary Sue, escaping death at the hands of Vader, defeating Vader in combat, full of whammon power. Of course, Disney Lucasfilm likes to pretend her being a lesbian is groundbreaking for Star Wars. Here's an interview from a few years back with StarWars.com. The interviewer is asking the writers questions about identity politics. One of the comic writers says, "There's quite a big sort of question mark about Aphra's specific sexuality. Do we have to tread carefully around specific sexual terminology?" The interviewer says, "Because I know for me that as a half-Asian woman, Aphra was probably the first time I looked at a Star Wars comic and went, oh, I can see myself in there." Of course, seeing themselves in the stuff that they read is very important to these SJWs. And by the way, has she ever heard of Jan Ors? The news that came out today, pointed out by Steve Kenobi and in turn by Jedi Outlander, is from the script book for a Doctor Aphra audio drama based on some of the early Disney Star Wars comics with the character. It's clear that the story is narrated from the perspective of Aphra herself, based on that Our Intrepid Heroine description being present in the script and in the character descriptions. Aphra herself wrote the dramatis personae. Let's read some of these character descriptions. Luke Skywalker, yellow-haired rebel humanoid who is supposedly important for some reason? Han Solo, reformed scoundrel, always claims to save the day, actually useless. Boba Fett, bounty hunter, inspires fear in the hearts of all, except for our intrepid heroine. To a lesser extent, Chewie, 3PO, and R2 get it too. Leia, of course, is fine in her description. Don't tell me I don't understand the character or that I'm an overreacting rube for talking about this because it's written from a character's perspective. This is, no doubt, the author's diminishing and flat-out disrespect of our heroes by way of a proxy. Tell the story if you're going to tell the story and leave out the unfunny and pointless character descriptions, or have genuine ones. The first fucking thing people will see in the book is this. Sarah Kuhn is just the latest in a chain of creators in the Disney Star Wars publishing realm to put in work to destroy the characters we grew up on. Don't just pass on buying this book, but pass on buying anything Disney Star Wars. You're just funding more of this shit if you buy any of it. Star Wars is saved by a yellow-haired humanoid.